Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys. I hope you've had a great long weekend and recess week. Um, my case, I'm doing okay. I took a good rest and tried to enjoy, uh, the week and the free time, the spare time that I could have. And then, well, here we are again. It's a new week, and let me share with you my screen. I'm I'm having or I've been having some technical problems with the internet service provider, but I changed the company. So I mean, today they should be installing the new services because eh, the connection just broke down many times. Mm. So well, in the last class, I remember that we were analyzing an argumentative essay, and we were in this case discussing about facts and opinions. The difference between one and the other, and also you sent me your in this case your essays. So and I'm actually I started correcting yesterday. So, but I'm gonna be like working really hard this week with the assistants to have your marks as soon as possible. Um, what else? Well, let me show you the calendar. So according to the calendar, we should be in this case uh, studying uh, physical geography and and be going to for predictions in this case. Um, and I already uploaded material about physical geography and the future perfect and future perfect continuous. Actually, we haven't studied that thing. Yeah, I think we need to start from here. You know, future perfect and future perfect continuous. But we're gonna keep up. I think. I'm going to be uploading then material about future perfect continuous, and also will and be going to for predictions. Yep. So what's coming? What's coming in this case? The next week we got the holiday on the 28th, and but we're gonna be studying also about reported speech with perfect tenses. And then the next, in this case, recess week should be in July. Uh, and give me a sec. This is Microsoft Teams. Right. And then the next recess week is on the 12th of July. And the next and the final test in this case should be the applied grammar test on the 19th of July. So we've still got time to study and learn and so on. So this semester should be finishing by the 30th of July. So we got pretty much like a little bit of, 1 month, basically 1 month and 1 week to end the semester. And let's get down to business. Here. Okay, let's start with, in this case, Unit 3, the Call of Nature. And let's start with the first metalinguistic content, which is future perfect and future perfect continuous. I don't know if you have had the chance to check out the presentation. If not, we're going to do it right now. I'm going to show you this, in this case, a video, so that we can have a little bit of context for the future perfect in this case. All right. It's kind of long, but we're just going to watch a part of this video. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Can you guys believe high school is over? It's crazy.
I know. I feel like time just flew by.
I'm going to miss you guys. I'm sad we won't be seeing each other every day. What will we do without each other?
Seriously, how will I survive without my two best friends?
We have to promise to keep in touch, no matter what.
Yes, we will stay in touch, and we will see each other whenever we can.
But we are all going to colleges far away from each other. We might not get to see each other ever again.
Don't say that. We can meet up at our 10-year reunion.
That would be amazing. Can you imagine what it will be like at our 10-year reunion? We will all be so different by then. Our lives are going to change so fast.
So true. I can imagine my life 10 years from now. Picture it. I will be a famous basketball player. I will have joined an incredible team by then and won championships year after year.
Well, you really need a lot of luck and hard work to achieve that goal. But I know you've always been passionate about basketball.
By the time I finish college, I will have mastered all of the skills I need to succeed as a pro player. I will have worked with great coaches and played against tough teams. I will have turned into an amazing athlete. Just wait, you'll see.
I believe in you, Jeff. If anyone can do it, you can. Anything is possible. Do you think you will have gotten married before you become a pro athlete?
I doubt it. I am guessing that I will have spent most of my time playing basketball. I won't have much time to spend looking for a special lady.
That sounds like an exciting life. Personally, I hope that I'm married 10 years from now. In fact, I hope I will already have had 4 kids by then.
Are you serious?
That's crazy. 4 kids?
That's always been my dream. In 10 years, my husband and I will have a house full of kids that I take care of every day.
Don't you want to spend some time with just you and your husband before you have kids?
By the time we have kids, we will have spent some time dating. We will have had plenty of time together.
That sounds like a lot to accomplish in 10 years. What about you, Emma?
10 years from now, I will be a doctor. I will have completed my undergraduate degree. I will have finished medical school. I will have worked very hard to get a job at a hospital. Maybe 15 years from now, I will have found the time to get married and have a few kids. But I'm not even sure about that.
I think it's great you want to be a doctor. Just think, maybe in 10 years you'll have treated one of my kids.
Yeah, or maybe you will have cared for one of my basketball teammates.
It's a possibility. Will you all still live here in New York 10 years from now?
I think I will have moved someplace warmer by then. But maybe I will sign a contract with a team in New York, so you never know.
I think I will have settled with my family in New York. I don't plan to leave here. Will you stay here, Emma?
That's the plan for now. I will have completed most of my schooling in New York, so it will be easier to get a job here. I will have made connections with a lot of hospitals and doctors in this area.
It sounds to me like the next 10 years are going to be exciting for all of us. Emma will have found the job of her dreams. Natalie will have created the family she has always wanted. And I will have forgotten you both because I will have become so incredibly famous and rich.
Very funny, Jeff. You won't forget us. You love us too much.
You're right. You both are the best.
All right, guys. Well, I guess you have, in this case, checked out some of the, examples that, in this case, to illustrate what the no, in this case, future perfect is. So if we go back a little bit, here, this lady, for example, maybe 15 years from now, I will have found the time to get married and have a few kids. So in this case, if you can see here, the structure is pretty much will plus, in this case, the auxiliary verb have plus the past perfect. So all of these three verbs combined, they can give you, in this case, the structure needed. And but also in this case, the context is pretty much like talking about a very specific period of time in the future, right? Like picturing the future, trying to imagine what will happen, and but normally we talk about a specific in this case quantity of years, or we use, in this case, markers or expressions of time that can help us a little bit be specific, like, for example, by then, or expressions like that. Normally they talk about 10 years more, 15 years more, which is necessary when you deal with, in this case, the future perfect. And what else? Affirmative form is, in this case, will have treated. Negative form is will not or won't have. And the question form, I guess I saw one question in this case with the future perfect, but if not, we can just figure it out, because it's pretty much will plus the subject and then have and then the rest, in this case, which is a past perfect, I mean past participle, and also I'm not sure if I saw a question example, but anyway, we can transform or change ones so that we can see how it looks. Here, for example, I will already have had 4 kids. So in this case, we got also, in this case, an adverb in here. Normally we put adverbs in the future perfect tense. We put it in the middle, right here between will and have. Okay, and the question form in this case could be, will I have kids? Or will I have had 4 kids by then? With the question mark at the end. So we change, of course, the order in this case. Will you have had 4 kids by then? And that's it. It's just pretty easy. It's pretty much following the same rules as the rest of the other tenses. If you guys got any comment about this, just put it in the chat room. And what else? Let me check out here. We're gonna go a little deeper on the structure in this case. And we're gonna revise pretty much the use here. Okay, so we got the uses here. Here. Get this stuff. What I want to do here is, hold on. Yeah, there is a section here which is hidden, but yeah, I can't for now. I can't show you the last part, but we're gonna, in this case, analyze the 3 main usages in this case, or 3 main uses of the future perfect tense. So for example, we use future perfect tense to talk about an action that will finish before a certain time in the future. So we got, for example, 2 events in the future. Like by 8 o'clock tomorrow, I will have taken off for Japan. So we need a point of reference in the future. In this case, like by 8 o'clock tomorrow, which is the specific point in the future. And then I will have taken off for Japan. So we use that point of reference so that we can use the tense, in this case, the future perfect. What else? We talk about an action that will be completed before another event takes place. So again, the first example, we got at a specific point in the time, specific hour. But in the second example, we need an action, like for example, she will have learned Chinese before she moves to China. So we got 2 actions in this case. We got learning Chinese, and then we got another event which is moving to China. So we need one accomplished first so that we can continue with the second event. What else? To express conviction that something happened in the near past. For example, the guests will have arrived at the hotel by now. All right. So in this case, what we do is basically reassert that an event, happened, basically. So we are, in this case, taking into account a little bit of the past together with the present and the future. It's pretty much like, if you remember the present perfect, it is, we say present, but it's basically an action that started in the past and continue up to the present, right? And so in this case, it's pretty much that thing, it's having like different events in the timeline, or a period in the timeline, which is covering from the past until now. What else? And in this case, it's pretty much something happened in the near past, the present, and also the future a little bit, so that's why that's the sense of the perfect aspect, or the perfect tense. It is something that covers pretty much something that may be covering 2 you know, times like the past, the present, you know, and it's all one in this case, right? So that's pretty much like the conceptualization of the perfect aspect, you know. It's not right now, you know, it's something that covers pretty much a long period of time. And what else? Let me see more. We can do exercises so that we can practice a little bit and understand better. Let's see, negative questions, future perfect forms. Let's check out this one. Okay, if you are there, maybe you can type in the chat room so that we can solve this one, this exercise. It says, for example, at 7 o'clock. I guess in this case we're talking about 7 o'clock p.m. Not right now, or at 7 o'clock tomorrow. So we got all these options. Well, we got to check the picture in this case, you know, guy with a computer. All right. So I will have done, I will have eaten, I will have given my homework, I will have rained, run, have slept.
I think it's the first one.
I will have, thank you very much. I will have done my homework. Okay, we're gonna put it right there, and I'm gonna read the chat room. Julian, done. Okay, there you go. Thanks a lot, guys. Number 2. I guess that's a lady kind of sleeping. Oh, yeah, sort of. You will have, in this case, I'm gonna read the chat room. Slept, said Julian. You will have slept for 2 hours. Okay, let's go for it. And we're gonna check at the end. The next one, he
will have swum.
There you go. Thanks a lot.
Sueno medio robot, perdón, profe.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. In my case, I'm pretty sleepy, and and my throat is kind of, in this case, kind of, I don't know, bloated.
Same.
He will have swum in the sea. There you go. Thanks a lot. Rocio swum. There you go. Yes. The next one. She
will have run.
There you go. Will have run a marathon. Thank you, guys. You in the chat room. What else? It
will have rained.
There you go. Yeah. You can.
En verdad, con la foto, okay, no está tan difícil.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think you can also, if you want, you can contract in this case, or abbreviate. You can say it'll. I don't know if you've heard that before. You can say it'll have. It'll have run. It'll have rained a lot. It'll have. So only if you want, because that's like kind of more, in this case, fluent and stuff like that. And it is something that I should have taught you, of course, you know, to use this case, the contractions. So it'll have rained a lot. What else? Exactly. Where is it? Here. Julian, eaten. Yeah, about the next one. What about here? The contraction is kind of easy. You know about that. No. Hold on. Yeah, I think the only verb here is what Julian said. I think it's eaten. will have eaten lunch. There you go. The next. Party.
Sinceramente, estaba viendo las opciones de esta y estaba un poquito confundida. Pero yo creo que puede ser will have given, no sé por qué. Aparte que abajo sale the match y siento que hace como más sentido con la otra opción que tenía, que es will have started. Aparte,
Alright.
creo que he escuchado que en inglés se dicen we will give a party, I don't know, this weekend. Creo que he
Yeah.
escuchado como ese uso de la palabra.
There you go. Yeah, we can double check at the end. No problem. I mean, if you say that, like give a party, it sounds like perfectly to me. Because normally we say have a party, but give a party sounds good. Yeah, I've heard that before too. It's not very common, but I think it's okay. It's perfect, the perfect use of English in that case. Okay. We don't know, because this web pages normally they don't consider all the options. Normally they give you just one option, but I agree with what you said. What else? They, in this case, that's it. Okay, that's people like in the library, in a classroom, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, studying Spanish. Yeah.
Will have studied, entonces.
There you go. They will have studied Spanish. Yeah, I guess that's the one. It's kind of subjective. What else? The match.
Will have studied.
Yeah.
Es que
Will
no me
have
hacen sentido las otras para lo de la fiesta. Como que, no sé.
I
Al menos
agree.
a mí.
I agree. I think that's more in that case makes more sense. The match will have started, and finally, the birds
Will have sung.
will have sung. Yeah. There you go. Well, let's see. 100%. There you go. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Excellent. You guys got any question about the use of present perfect? Are you clear with the thing? Maybe you got a doubt, something that you'd like to.
¿Cuándo se ponían los adverbios? ¿En qué
Okay,
parte?
nice question. Nice question.
O sea, al menos las preguntas, po.
That's okay. Let's go back a little bit to the presentation. It's in between the auxiliary verbs in this case. For example, bueno, no hay ninguno que diga acá, ¿cierto? En el video en todo caso apareció un ejemplo donde uno ponía, por ejemplo, already in between will and have, ¿ok? Y esa siempre es la tónica. Acá en este caso yo diríamos, ¿cierto? We will, for example, already have done it by this evening. Como que ya lo habremos hecho en la noche, una cosa así. We will already have done it. The same in case in the negative form, it's pretty much the same. We put an adverb right in the middle, like will not already, or he won't already have, for example, right? Aunque already no habría que usar otro porque no va, digamos, already en este caso negative. I'm going to read the chat room in this case. Hola, profe. Ya. Sí, no hay problema, Karim. No hay problema. Ya. And in the a question form in this case, will he have done it by this evening? Yeah, it's like, will he already have done it? Will he already have done it by this evening? If we use already in this case, yeah. ¿Qué es lo que pasa? Que already normally goes with question forms and affirmative forms, right? But with negatives, we use yet, for example. So that's why, you know, that's a rule in general. Pero siempre recuerden, en este caso del future perfect, an adverb iría, ¿cierto? Between will and have, y las, digamos, expressions of time, they go at the end or at the beginning. Pero cuando ponemos expressions of time at the beginning, you always put a comma. You know, by this evening, comma, he'll have done it, and that's it, right?
Mm.
Claro, tan temprano que me llaman por teléfono. Ah. I'm not going to answer. Okay. So what in this case, I invite you to check out this presentation, and then there are like more exercises at the end. There are more exercises here at the end. At the end of the presentation, yeah. For example, you can click on here, and yeah, it takes you to this web page, and then you can choose here. For example, there are more exercises here about negative in questions, porque eso no lo hemos visto hasta ahora con el present, perdón, future perfect in this case. Para que sigan practicando, ¿se fijan? Esa es la idea. Esta materia de metalinguistic content, ¿cierto? Grammar and everything, va a ir para la última evaluación. Entonces, vamos a ir finalizando, digamos, el ciclo y después vamos a repasar. Ya cuando ya habríamos terminado todo lo que hay que ver, vamos a empezar a reciclar todo lo que vamos a ver para el Applied Grammar Test al final. ¿Ya? Eso sería como para justamente la semana anterior, digamos, del certamen, que sería, ¿cuál es el punto? El punto es de que la semana anterior al certamen es semana de receso. Entonces yo creo que vamos a empezar el repaso, anda el 5 de julio. Ahí vamos a empezar a reciclar todo. Entonces terminamos de ver todo ahora a fin de mes de junio, todo lo que hay que ver de gramática y de vocabulario. Hopefully, we're gonna pretty much finish everything, lo que hay que ver. Voy a tratar de ahí meter un poquito de, digamos, de presión en el buen sentido, ¿cierto? De empezar a subir todo el material antes, cosa de cubrirlo rápidamente y después empezar a reciclar y repasar todo como para estar listos para el grammar test, ¿ya? Y para que puedan hacer práctica autónoma también, ya porque en una clase de 45 minutos no, imposible. O sea, tienen que haber un trabajo autónomo, digamos. Así que yo les voy a subir todos los links, ¿cierto? Y todo lo que para que puedan practicar. La teoría la vemos en clase, ¿cierto? Pero yo respondo las preguntas y todo, pero el resto es práctica que ustedes deben hacer. ¿Ok? Any final regards? Any final comments, guys?
¿Ya está fijada la fecha sidereal o es como tentativo que sea entre el 19 y el 23?
Claro, es tentativo en el sentido de que yo les puedo decir, ya, chiques, por ejemplo, voy a subir la prueba, porque esto es online, entonces voy a subir la prueba el 20, ponte. Porque el 19 creo que cae. 19 cae día lunes, claro. Nosotros tenemos clase el lunes y martes. La podría subir el 19 o la podría subir el 20. Ponte. La subo el 20 y les digo, ya, chiques, tienen 48 horas para hacerla. Entonces, claro, la subo el 20 a tal hora y finaliza el 22 a tal hora. ¿Sí? O porque máximo el 23 porque es viernes. O les puedo decir, ya la subo el 20 y la cierro el 23. Entonces ahí dejo un margen como para que todos puedan, digamos, en caso de repente alguien puede estar enfermo, alguien quizá no tiene internet y cosas por el estilo, o un equipo bueno, entonces así tiene tiempo para poder conseguirse algo y para poder darle el grammar test. No sé si hay más dudas, preguntas. Claro, no va a ser como un one sit, así como que ya empiezan ahora y tienen 1 hora. Voy a dar un margen de tiempo para que la puedan hacer, ¿ya? Lo que pasa es que igual es como harta materia, entonces van a necesitar tiempo para hacerla, para hacerla bien y todo eso, ¿ya? Y ustedes tienen más cosas que hacer, pues si esta cuestión de la pandemia, ustedes saben, complica todo, ¿ya? Así que eso, chiques, voy a leer los chats. Me siguen llamando. Ya, eso, that's all for today. Have a great day. Y déjenme ver si es que puedo contestar, dice, la fecha, dice, hola, sí, la fecha, como les digo, yo creo que va a hacer eso, la voy a abrir el 20 y la voy a dejar 2 o 3 días, digamos, habilitada. Después de la casa, ¿puedo quedar a hablar con usted? Sí, por Rocío, no hay problema, agradecida, dice Karen, ya. No problem, guys, no problem. Dígame.
Quería avisarle que la Cristal está enferma, que por eso no se conectó, le dio hepatitis A.
Oh, chuta, pobrecita.
Por eso no está conectada.
Ya, muchas gracias, Javiera, por avisar. Muchas
De
gracias.
nada.
Sí, sí, voy a considerar eso como para, digamos, la hepatitis complicación. Ya, pues, no sé si alguien más tiene alguna duda, consulta, algo que me quieran comentar. Si no, ustedes saben que me pueden hablar por WhatsApp, ¿cierto? En cualquier momento. De 8 a 8, ojalá. All right. Thanks a lot for attending the lesson and have a good one.
Chao, profe, que tenga buena semanita.
You
Chao,
too.
profe, que lo vaya bien.
Enjoy.
Chao.
Bye bye. Chau, chau. Rocío, ¿estás por ahí?
Hola, profe. Le
Hola.
quería preguntar porque no tuve tiempo para conversar con usted. La primera evaluación yo no la rendí. No hice esa evaluación, pero le envié el ensayo y la próxima
Sí.
evaluación también la voy a hacer. Quería preguntarle qué va a pasar con esa nota, si la hago a final de semestre o la fijamos para ahora, o qué
Como
podríamos
usted
hacer.
quiera. ¿Qué es mejor para usted? Porque yo la puedo dejar para la semana de recuperativas, ¿cierto? Y si no, usted me puede enviar el trabajo, digamos. Pues yo entiendo que hay una razón para que no me haya enviado, digamos, el trabajo. Entonces, yo respeto esas razones, pues, ¿me entiende?
Ya.
Entonces, ¿cómo cree usted que sería mejor? ¿Me la manda nomás dentro de la semana o lo dejamos para fin de semestre? Pero para mí las dos opciones son válidas.
Ya, yo prefiero enviársela al final del semestre porque ahora tengo que estudiar porque también debo otras pruebas.
Ya,
Entonces, si se pudiera dejar para esa fecha sería genial.
sí, no hay problema. Dejémoslo
Ya,
para final de semestre.
ya. Muchas gracias, profe, se pasó.
Ah, de que cuídese.